According to the Humane Society of the United States on December 9th, 2011, an estimated amount of 6 to 8 million cats and dogs are brought into the Humane Society each year. I don't know about all of you, but I can't stand to see these animals be mistreated like I saw whenever I went for community service. Through my experiences and research on animal rights, I'm here to explain to you about how these animals have been mistreated. There are many volunteers like me that go to animal shelters every day and try to help the animals that have been neglected. But even when we have so many volunteers, most of these animals don't get the help that they need. First, I'm going to talk to you about what an animal shelter is. Second, I'm going to tell you what I did at the animal shelter. And third, I'm going to let you know what I learned at the animal shelter. An animal shelter is an organization that cares for homeless pets and help these animals find permanent homes. Animal shelters give shelter, food, and care for the animals that have been neglected. According to beta.org, under an article titled Animal Shelters written by an unknown person, in June 2005, a Pennsylvania man who tried to give his dog to an animal shelter was told that he would have to return 2 weeks later when the facility might have room. The man grabbed his dog and left. At the next intersection, he threw the dog out of his truck and ran over him, crushing the dog beneath his tires. Shelter workers who wanted to help the dog before he died collected the dog's remains. Even though these people who volunteer to help these animals sometimes have to suffer tough consequences. For community service, I helped work at the animal shelter, and I discovered that all of these people will work hard and are such good people. The people that work here have to clean out each and every kennel every single day, cleaning up after all of these animals. Each cat's kennel is restocked every day and has to be sorted out before placed. Some cats require special treatments and newspapers be shredded, which can take up to several hours. Well, at the animal shelter, I was having to sort out the newspapers that were separated from the good and bad newspapers. I also had to feed and bathe around 10 dogs. It was hard to bathe these animals because they're so strong and they give you such a hard time. And all of these animals don't get enough attention because they're caged up all day. And once they're out of the kennels, they're just going crazy, just wanting to play, and it just was really hard for me to give them baths. While at the animal shelter, I learned that it is a huge responsibility and hard work to take care of these animals. I also learned that these animals at the animal shelter usually have been beaten so badly. When you get close to some of these animals, when you try to feed them or anything, their ears just like went straight down, and they had to shake as if like they thought you were about to come and beat them because they're so used to it. I realized after the Humane Society that this is a huge problem and it really needs to be stopped. In 2005, a guy named Fr. Sion stated on AmericanHumane.org under an article titled Facts About Animal Abuse, 13% of abused animals cases involve domestic violence. I believe that there should be a set of requirements for someone who thinks that they are responsible enough to like own a pet. There are many volunteers that try to help these animals, but many of these animals' needs are never fulfilled. I've told you about what I did at the Humane Society and how these animals really need to be helped. The animals need our help, so what's stopping you from volunteering? Thank you.